If you're like us here at DCR and spend time watching crypto markets, Gemini Predictions gives you a way to trade on volatility. You can take positions on major crypto contracts directly in the Gemini app, whether markets are reacting to macro news, Fed announcements, or major market moving events. What I like is that instead of just watching price action unfold in real time, you can actually trade on where you think the market moves next, with contracts across Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and more, plus 5-minute, 15-minute daily, weekly, and monthly durations. You can trade the time frame and market that fits your strategy. The platform is fast, intuitive, and easy to use, with new markets available every day. Head to Gemini.com/predictions to get started. If you've been sitting on a business idea, Shopify makes it easy to make it happen. Everything you need to start selling is included and ready from day one. From the moment your first customer is ready to pay, Shopify Checkout helps more of them finish their purchase. And when they come back, their details are already saved. One tap and they're done. It's my favorite thing about shopping with Shopify. When Shopify handles the setup and checkout, you have more time to focus on growing your business, and Shopify gives you the tools to do it. Shopify powers millions of businesses worldwide, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to small businesses just getting started. With Shopify, nothing stands between your idea and a real business. So go make it one. Start your free trial at shopify.com/DCR. That's shopify.com/DCR. Start your free trial at shopify.com/DCR. It's 8 a.m. Eastern, July 14th, and this is your daily crypto report. Bitcoin is up slightly at $62,773. Ethereum is down slightly at $1,795. BNB is down slightly at $569. Well, CleanSpark signed a 20-year triple net lease with an unnamed investment-grade global technology company for a Georgia data center, securing over $6 billion in contracted revenue. 2 optional 5-year extensions could raise the total to $11 billion. CleanSpark expects an average annual net operating income contribution of about $330 million at a nearly 100% margin, while estimating construction costs of $10 million per megawatt. The same tenant also secured exclusivity over CleanSpark's full Texas portfolio, covering 718 acres and up to 885 megawatts, signaling a potentially much larger partnership. The deal marks CleanSpark's biggest step yet in shifting from pure Bitcoin mining toward AI and high-performance computing infrastructure, a strategy it began outlining in October 2025. CleanSpark shares rose more than 15% in pre-market trading following the announcement. Well, the bipartisan 21st Century Road to Housing Act became law without President Donald Trump's signature after he neither signed nor vetoed it within the constitutionally required period. Trump had refused to sign the measure in protest over the Senate's failure to pass the Save America Act, which would require proof of citizenship for federal voting. The housing bill passed overwhelmingly in the Senate and in the House and aims to improve affordability by encouraging construction and expanding financing options. It also bars the Federal Reserve from issuing a central bank digital currency, or CBDC, without congressional authorization, formalizing a long-standing Republican priority. The Fed had studied a potential CBDC, but previously said it would not launch one without explicit approval from Congress. Well, the UK tax authority HMRC will introduce no gain, no loss treatment for certain crypto lending and liquidity pool transactions from April 6, 2027, deferring capital gains tax until users actually make an economic disposal. The rules will apply to individuals and trustees and are expected to affect about 700,000 people. Depositing and withdrawing the same type and quantity of crypto from qualifying lending arrangements or automated market-making pools will generally not trigger an immediate taxable gain, while any difference between the amount deposited and received will create a gain or loss. Borrowed crypto will be treated as acquired at its market value when borrowed, with collateral ignored for capital gains tax purposes. The reform reverses problems created by HMRC's 2022 guidance, which treated many DeFi transactions as taxable disposals even when users had not economically cashed out, creating heavy administrative burdens. Well, analysts at TD Cowen and Benchmark said Strategy's decision to sell nearly $467 million of MSTR stock without buying more Bitcoin shows stronger balance sheet discipline and aligns with its new digital credit capital framework. The company kept its Bitcoin holdings unchanged while increasing its cash reserve by about 18% to $3 billion, giving it more than 20 months of coverage for annual preferred stock dividend obligations. And finally, U.S. government-linked wallets transferred nearly 4,000 BTC and over 30,000 ETH to Coinbase Prime on Monday. The assets came from law enforcement seizures tied to cases involving a convicted dark web drug seller and an alleged crypto launderer and the defunct BTCE exchange, which processed billions of dollars in funds before shutting down in 2017. Arkham estimates that U.S. government wallets hold more than $20 billion in crypto. That's all for us today. Visit us at dailycryptoreport.io and listen to us everywhere else you podcast under Daily Crypto Report.
Lee C. Camp here. If you've been enjoying this show, I think you might enjoy my podcast, No Small Endeavor, produced by Great Feeling Studios and PRX. No Small Endeavor explores what it means to live a good life. We sit down with courageous, impassioned people like actor Martin Sheen or civil rights hero James Lawson to ask what it means to live a life worth living. Follow No Small Endeavor wherever you get your podcasts. Living a good life is no small endeavor, and we would love to help.
There are a bunch of ways to prevent crime that no one is talking about, like how wind direction can make your community more violent or peaceful, and how GLP-1 meds could reduce felonies. This is Fighting Crime, where we ask the big questions. What if we've been having the wrong conversations about crime?
Two policies, ban the box and clean slate, don't seem to be helping, even though they sounded like they should or they would.
I'm your host, Christina Quinn. I'm going across the country from prisons to universities, police chiefs to inmates, to look at the evidence and question everything we think we know about how to make America safer.
Economists think a lot about how people respond to incentives. If we want to reduce crime and change behavior, we need to increase the costs or reduce the benefit.
Join us as we figure out new ways to fight crime and be prepared to think differently. Fighting Crime. Listen or watch on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify.